Welcome to A Little Sketchy. I brought together a team of 6 sketchers here to make hilarious comic sketches just for you viewers at home. That's right, we're gonna bring comedy to your town! Welcome to A Little Sketchy, live, broadcasting live from WinCam right to your homes, yes, your homes in the great town of Winchester. We have a lot of live sketches right now for you. We actually have a grand total of 8, and we also have quite a few pre-roll bits as well. We are going to start off with a live sketch, which will be Judge Happy!
You are about to step into the courtroom of Judge Joy Happy.
I'm a judge this week.
The people are fake, the cases are fake, and the results are stupid. This is Judge Happy.
Order in the court! Order in the court! Good. Our first case is about lawns. Boring! Oh, I can't stay mad at lawns. I'm too forgiving. So the plaintiff, Moneybags Jim, this guy over here, which you can't see. Oh, yeah, this guy over here, is trying to sue the defendant, Atticus Fatolman, that guy over here. Yeah. For tree misconduct. Explain your case.
So I was minding my own business, driving back home from work when I got home and found on my lawn a giant tree. So I thought either that tree magically appeared or someone transplanted it onto my lawn while I was at work. Naturally, my mind went to Atticus.
Incredible deduction skills, Moneybags Jim. You should be a detective. Ha! Get it?
Your Honor, the only crime I committed was caring about the environment too much. Trees produce oxygen and help filter harmful excess carbon dioxide out of our atmosphere, not to mention their important role in our ecosystem. I had to plant that tree on Moneybags Jim's lawn.
You talk a lot. Ha! So anyways, now that I've heard your opening statements, I'm going to have your lawyers take it away with the evidence. Defending Moneybags Jim is Roy Shields.
Your Honor, I was not the one that committed the tax fraud. Oh wait, that's a different case, never mind.
It could be the other trial, but maybe it's the other trial. Ha! So anyway, next up is Atticus's super expensive lawyer that his dad totally paid for. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. That his mom totally paid for. It's Patrick Pateman.
I hear you might need a lawyer yourself. Luckily for you, I am the best of the best.
I'm a real lawyer, and
Order in the court.
I'm a real lawyer, and I'm like 60% sure you aren't supposed to say that randomly.
Joke's on you. Are you a judge? Ha! I didn't think so. I trained hard for this position. I studied at law school right after I got my PhD in Australia, where I'm definitely from. And my law degree is super real.
I feel that same here. So, Your Honor, Moneybags Jim should totally win this case because it was his own private property that Fatolman put the tree on. Case closed.
If I may begin your argument, Your Honor. My client did not break any laws at all. The plaintiff wants you to believe that the lawn was his own private property, but under the Sketchy Lawn Ordinance of 1934, legally, Moneybags Jim's lawn is actually a public park.
A park? I love parks. Fatolman wins. Yay!
But I'm not done yet. Did I mention the fact that Atticus put the tree right in front of Moneybags Jim's front door? He couldn't even enter his house.
Let the record show that I changed my mind. Atticus Fatolman is guilty.
Wait, I actually won?
But I don't lose! Listen here, Shields. You're going to have to sleep with both eyes open tonight. Now I have to return some videotapes.
Moneybags, Fatolman, get back here. It's time to deliver my verdict. So... Okay, good. So, Atticus Fatolman, for the crime of tree conduct, I declare you guilty.
Woo!
Gotcha.
Wait, I going to tell you the truth. That tree is my son.
The tree can't be your son. Unless you.
He wasn't always a tree. He's my illegitimate child, Fredericky. Last season on the show, he wished to be a tree when he grew up. Spencer, roll that clip. Can you find it? A genie was listening to the wish and cursed him to be a tree. I had to put him somewhere, and if I don't have a lawn on my account of its unsustainability, you know how much water lawn sprinklers use up?
Guess what, Atticus? I don't care! You're still guilty! Ha! I'm unpredictable.
No!
And as punishment for your crimes, you must apologize!
Wait, that's it? I just have to apologize to him?
Not exactly. Your apology must also come from the heart.
Okay. Moneybags Jim, I'm sorry I planted my illegitimate tree son on your lawn. Well, can you forgive me?
Okay.
Was that an apology from the heart?
Yes.
Do you promise?
I promise!
Do you pinky promise? I believe you. That means we're at the end of our sketch. Spencer, play what's next.
Introducing the Toothbrush Philosopher. How come the letter J is so uncommon in words, but one of the most popular letters to start off a name? I mean, there's John, Jack, Jim, Jane, Joe, Jill. I feel like this is sort of like the human experience in a way. Like, in our own little bubbles, we feel like we matter. But in the larger world, we are insignificant. Go figure.
It was a quiet night at the museum. No one was there except for one young student named Vince. For you see, the day prior, his teacher had tasked him with finding what makes a good painting.
This is pointless. Mr. Leonardo da Vinci is failing me for sure. What makes a good painting? I don't know.
It was at that very moment when the clock struck midnight and a magical air sparkled over the paintings, bringing them to life.
So you want to know what makes a good painting? Oh, shut up.
You're the Mona Lisa, and you're talking to me.
And I don't have all night. Listen, what makes a good painting is clear. It's realism. It should reflect the beauty of the world around it. The perfect painting must be the most beautiful thing you have ever seen. In other words, me.
Now, here, excuse me. There's no way. You're going to tell me that boring realism is what makes the best paintings. Art shouldn't reflect reality. It should show you another reality entirely. Cubism is clearly the best type of painting.
That's a good point, too.
Don't listen to Picasso. Look at him. He's terrible.
Do you think I asked to be made like this? I can't even smile.
You really can't? Try.
Words cannot describe this pain.
So, case closed. I'm the best painting there is.
Wait, hold on a second. I still have more paintings to talk to. Like this guy. What do you think? Useless.
Riddle me this. What is the most famous painting in the world?
I don't know, the Sistine Chapel.
Wrong. It's obviously me.
Yep.
I've been adored since the moment I was made, and the people have adored me for centuries. I've aged like fine wine.
Wow. You were not well known by people outside of the art world before you were stolen from the Louvre in the early 20th century. Your relevancy was predated by the Great Tree.
Quiet! Don't you see what you're doing? You're trying to give an art a single definition, but that isn't the meaning of art. Art doesn't have one rule to be followed in order to make a good painting.
It doesn't?
It has to be an honest expression of the artist. That's what makes good art, not some rule of art or style.
Well, the screen. That was very insightful. I know what I can write my paper on. Thank you!
We out.
What's poppin', Rochachos? Ronnie Flexman here. And I know last season you all did see that I did not win at the Olympics, but you know what? That's A-OK! Because I mentally sound. I'm gonna show you all how stable I am by getting a sick tattoo, my first. No, Spencer, I'm not going through a midlife crisis. That doesn't even make sense because I'm not in the middle of my life since I will never die. Here we are at Sketchy Town Imp Spot. I'm gonna show you all the sick tat that I want to get. See, it says, put in the effort. And there's a drawing of a muscular arm, an epic drawing. What's that, Spencer? It looks dumb to have an arm on an arm? Yeah, right. Let's head in! Hey, bro, Chacho. I would like to get this bro-licious tattoo.
So where do you want this design?
My arm.
So you want an arm on your arm?
Quit wasting my time and let's get this show on the road.
Here you go. I haven't started yet. I just turned it on.
Yeah, right. I know your mind games work. You're already halfway through. I just adjusted to the pain.
Now I turn it on.
I can see the light! Jack, you think you can best me, but you're sorely mistaken. Take this! Gah! What's going on? I was in the middle of a fight with death that I was definitely...
You were in the middle of getting a tattoo and you were hallucinating from the pain.
Aha! So I finished my tattoo!
Welcome to Sketchy Island. After the No Olympics finale, Chuck, Larold, and myself were out on a job. So we went by to Mayor Meyer and convinced her to buy this island. On Sketchy Island, different contestants will have an opportunity to capture the Sketchy flag and win eternal bragging rights. However, each different game will have a different theme.
For our first games, we've decided on the floor is acid. Chuck will explain the rules.
Not the case. So there are 4 contestants navigating their way through Sketchy Island. However, at every minute the acid rises. When they fall into the acid, they are out of the game. The first to capture the flag wins.
Thank you, Chuck, and Larold will introduce our contestants.
First up, we have Ronnie Flexman, whose competitive streak will likely get him killed, probably from stress. Next, we have Nilium, who thinks winning will raise his social status, like it would. Finally, we have Stud the Bully,
Next.
who has... No, it's all finally. And now, we have Directionalist Darnold, who we hope doesn't get lost.
Let the games begin.
Stud is taken off, heading straight for the volcano where the flag is kept. Ronnie Flexman stood around for a while, yelling at the island, when he realizes Stud is getting ahead and gives chase.
Directionalist Donald and Nilium don't seem to know where they're going. But look, the acid is rising. Nilium starts running, but it is too late for Directionalist Donald. He is dead.
Ronnie Flexman and Stud are racing. Wait, Ronnie Flexman just pushed Stud into the bog.
Sketchy Island has multiple different locations that will stay the same, one of these being the bog, and Stud has been left to the acid.
Nilium was roaming around the Sketchy Island, but he found the crater.
Yay! Ronnie Flexman also found the crater, and the acid has caught up with both of them as well.
You know, Jeff, I just realized something. Shouldn't it be the floor is lava?
What are you talking about? Anyways, Ronnie Flexman is yelling at Nilium about how he is not going to lose.
The acid is still rising.
While Flexman was talking, Nilium took his chance to get the little flag. But at the last second, he trips and falls, leaving Ronnie Flexman the winner?
He goes to reach the flag again. Stud took it!
The sketchiest bully in Sketchy Town must have hidden in the bog to survive the acid.
What an exciting first game. Hopefully, this pays well. Anyways, that's all from Sketchy Island.
I hope you've been enjoying the show so far. There have only been a few minor technical difficulties. These sketches have been crafted in a masterful way to deliver the greatest comedy Winchester has ever known. And I hope you can see that by the end of this afternoon. Our next sketch is going to be a commercial for the pocket chair.
So then I said, mayonnaise? You gotta be joking!
Yo, honest.
Yep, my legs are getting tired. Do you want to sit down somewhere?
How could we sit down? There's nary a seat in sight. Oh no!
Has this ever happened to you? Ever wanted to sit down but been unable to?
Tell me about it. I've been trying to carry a chair around me wherever I go, but it hasn't been easy.
If only there was an easier way to keep a chair with me at all times.
Well, now there is. Introducing the pocket chair, the chair that fits in your pocket. Carry it in your pocket throughout the day, and when you want to sit down, simply unfold it.
Wow, the pocket chair really works.
All right, this is an interview on Sketchy Live, and today here we have our new movie maker. His name is Vic Steele.
Vic Steele!
All right, would you like to tell us some more about your productions?
Okay, box office Beatrice. So, I know a lot of people on a little sketch. You might know me from my incredible hotness, my beautiful face and body, but I also am a filmmaking visionary. You see, when I was lying awake in bed, unable to go to sleep because I was too busy thinking about myself, I thought this would be a great idea for a movie. So, that is why I not only am doing a movie, but I'm also doing an entire film trilogy. I call it the Steele Trilogy. It's an action adventure and a romance and a thriller, a drama too.
Ooh, who is going to be playing all of these definitely interesting characters?
Me, myself, and I, Vic Steele.
So you are the only actor in this trilogy.
Well, there is an actor who plays a passerby.
This doesn't seem like a movie that would be produced. Movies generally have multiple actors.
You see, this is the thing about that. I know where you're coming from. But you see, what I did was I asked the head of Picture Pictures, Zaslav Picture, to create a motion picture series for me. And frankly, I rizzed him up. He was going to say no. But what I did was, I hit him with one of these. I hit him with a little bit of this. I even hit him with one of these babies. And then my signature move, Vic Steele! He had no idea what hit him. Next thing you knew, I was signing the contract for my motion picture.
So who let you make this again?
Mr. Picture, the maker of pictures.
The maker of... I've never heard of this man in my life. He sounds incredibly sketchy.
Well, this show is a little sketchy, so that's actually very appropriate. Now, I would like to talk about my movie. I think that it's like really good because I am in it. Name one example of when I have failed you, when I failed anyone in a little sketchy.
Making this movie?
All my sketches are straight bangers. My table talk, iconic. My spy movie, iconic. My modeling service featuring Sam Slabowski, iconic. And even my moisturizer commercial is beautiful. And I'm glad I had it too, because I need it for my skin.
All right, do you have any final thoughts, any potential spoilers for your upcoming film?
I would not like to spoil the movie, because you see, giving spoilers is the antithesis of cinema. And that's what my movie is. It's cinema.
All right, well, thank you for tuning into this interview, and we will probably soon get you back to your regularly scheduled sketches.
Vic Steele!
And now, we return to the Toothbrush Philosopher. Last Tuesday, I heard that song that went like, doo, doo, doobity-doo. What's it called? I have no clue. It's like, why are certain things, like the name of that song, never remembered? Will I be remembered? Mighty gay.
Go figure.
Welcome, students. I'm glad you could make it to this mandatory meeting.
Just stand.
You may be asking why I am here, and it is to teach you the important lesson of... No one
How
can
to
see
make
that.
bad drawings? Ha! I've always wanted to be a horrible artist!
Wrong. This is a picture of fire, so we are learning about...
Arson! Yay!
I love arson.
Sort of. You see, after the school's precious auditorium burned down, your principal thought you needed a lesson in fire safety, which is why he brought in Sketchy Sound Fire, S-A-F-E. I'm Bernice, and I'm going to be teaching you about...
Bernice? Isn't that the name some sort of ironic? I mean, with a name like that, it seems like you'd be making fires, not preventing them.
Just let me do my talk. So remember, the three things you should do if you encounter a fire.
Cover your head, lay on the ground, and play dead!
No. No, that's wrong.
Yay!
Would that be a stop, drop, and roll?
Precisely, Zachary. Now let's all practice. Come on,
Alright.
get up.
Stop,
Stop!
drop, and roll!
This is fire. Fact: fire causes millions of dollars in property damage every year. Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing? This is serious.
Honestly, Todd, I can't tell you. You know why? Because I'm just too happy. You know, Bernice, back in Australia, my totally real birthplace where I definitely am from, we use fires like the ones you talk about to roast our marshmallows.
Joy, happy if you keep this up, you're going to see Zelobos the fourth for guidance. Fact: 100% of the house fires happen in the house. So these are the top 3 causes of house fires and how to prevent them. Number 3, heating. Make sure to keep your heaters 3 feet away from anything combustible and always use safe, up-to-date models. Number 2, cooking. Make sure to never leave your stove unattended and keep combustible materials away when you're cooking.
I thought that was number 1. I wonder what it could be.
Number 1, the Human Torch. Wherever he is a menace. Whenever he feels like it, he can set his entire body on fire and caring of the consequences. He claims to be a hero, but we all know better. Worst fires in Canada, we all know it was him. The fires in Australia were him. Hell, I'm pretty certain he was also behind the Great Chicago Fire. Regular bullets don't work on him, they melt on impact. Believe me, I've tried. The only way to kill him is with a blade made of pure diamond.
Like in Minecraft?
What? No.
I love that game. I've never played it, but I love it.
Okay, just shut up. I'm going to act out a fire safety situation, and I'm going to...
Thanks,
She means
Bernice. So, let's say I am cooking. As you can see, I have turned on the stove so that I can broil some water. Now, I'm going to leave the kitchen and do something else.
Stop. Think. What did Chuck do wrong?
Oh, I know.
Yes?
He said broil instead of boil.
Yes, but...
Yay!
What did he do wrong in terms of fire safety?
Nothing.
Left the stove unattended.
That's right.
Aw.
Now let's see what happens.
I smell something suspicious.
No, you don't.
Oh, no.
Oh no, it's a fire!
I will burn everything to the ground.
I need to use the fire extinguisher.
All right. I am getting a call for something. I've been fired.
Maybe being fired is another way of saying you're hired. Get it?
So here's the big scoop. The studio's been on hard times recently. Zach Warner's been killing us, and we need a new big picture to get back on our prestige.
So here's what we gotta do. We need to make a flick that will be of such high creative quality that the audience members will have no choice but to go down to the cinema to watch it.
This makes sense. In the present year, I see no reason that audiences would want to see a film that isn't good. Go on.
I have prepared an idea board full of some of the studio's most popular movies. My thought is that we combine elements from these movies and make them even better.
So what's the actual idea?
Well, I can't exactly think of one.
Then why am I paying you?
Well, you see, it's this newfangled thing called a writer's block.
If you aren't making me money, I don't care. Clean out your desk. Anyone else got a bright idea? Intern, get up here.
What do all these movies have in common?
They represent the standard of the studio's quality.
They all made money.
I get that, but keep going to get the idea that you have for the movie.
To replicate these movies, we don't have to think of new ideas. What we have to do is continue the story of the already existing ones, like a part 2.
Intern. I'd like to do that. I would, but these movies have already ended. To continue the story would ruin the original plot and taint their image in the eyes of the public.
But here's the thing. The people won't care. We can just say everyone's favorite characters after completing their arcs have completely reset to the point they were at the beginning of the film. And now let's go on another journey that is very similar to the first one, but slightly different, and the audience won't care.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying it doesn't have to be good. He just has to remind people of a better movie. We'll still make tons of cabbage.
It doesn't have to be good.
It doesn't have to be good. It
It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be good.
Yay, capitalism!
That's quite the intellectual way to be using our studio's property. Our intellectual property. IP, as it were. And you're sure people won't see right through our cheap tricks?
Some people will, but most people won't.
I like what you're doing with these IPs. So when we stop making these, like what number do we stop at?
These things usually stop at 3, but yeah, we'll let some things get to 11.
So eventually the IP will run its course and we have to make new ideas.
Not exactly. You see, once we run out of sequels and have quit making movies about random side characters doing unrelated things, we can just make the first movie again.
We can remake it.
Exactly.
This is genius! I'm approving all of these sequels and a few remakes for good measure. And production is starting immediately. You're gonna be my right-hand woman. Now go, spread your sequel gospel.
Yes, excuse me. Don't you see the danger, boss, inherent in what you are doing here? Movie making is the most awesome power the world's ever seen. But you wield it like a kid that's found his dad's gun.
Joffrey Silverbloom. It's hardly appropriate to start.
Mr. Picture, if I may, I'll tell you the problem with the sequels that you're making here. It didn't require any discipline to attain. You know, you watched what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the storytelling for yourselves, so you didn't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of visionaries to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had done, you approved it, sent the kid on her way, and now you're gonna slap sequels into every cinema in the country, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it.
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our executives have done things which no one has ever done before.
Yeah, but your executives were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Screw that. I'm trying to make money here. Joffrey, if this next word that comes out of your mouth infuriates me just as much as the first, then say goodbye to your job.
Yes. Scooter-pow. Apartments.com. Yes.
You're fired. Anyone else got any other ideas for sequels?
Hello, chaps! As you all know, last live show, Mr. Bob, a little Sketchy's most frequently recurring character, was killed off. However, this brings up the difficult topic of finding a new character that will be just as popular and dastardly. This is exactly what we will do on The Search for Mr. Bob! The next Mr. Bob, that is. I've got 3 candidates, and whomever is the best replacement based on a series of rounds will become the next Mr. Bob! Bonus points if you can solve his murder. First up is cerebral cortex.
That's cerebral cortex to you.
We're united by the king?
Yes, since my IQ is about 400, I was able to use my smarts to trick him into giving me the title.
That checks the box for dastardly. So is 400 a big IQ?
To put it in perspective, Einstein's IQ was probably around 160.
I thought he was supposed to be smart.
He is. I'm just that much smarter.
You don't seem that smart.
Oh, really? Give me a hard question.
What's 1,873 times 5,086,478?
9,526,973,294. Obviously. Give me an actual hard one.
Okay. Why did my parents, Jack Table and Betty Table, divorce?
You know how they say it's not the child's fault?
Oh, yes.
In this case, it was the child's fault. My gigantic brain is numbing with all your obvious questions.
What's the meaning of life then,
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Oh, yes, indubitably. Well, I suppose you have the smarts to boot. But could you be that funny? My answer is no. You're far too put together. Next!
Exactly. 35 years, 7 months, 3 weeks, 5 days, 13 hours, 15 minutes, 27 seconds, and 42 milliseconds. You will regret your decision.
Okay. Drama queen. Next on our queue is Newbie Nichols. Now, wasn't she on the show a while back?
Hey, Johnny, Table the Joke Meister is here to blow away the competition.
Now, why do you think you'd be a good replacement for Mr. Bulb?
You said you needed someone funny. There is no one funnier than me.
No, not really.
Here's a joke for you. What do a Gen Alpha and a window have in common?
Is it that they...
No, you're ruining the joke. You just say, I don't know. What do they have in common?
I don't know. What do they have in common?
They both always have a screen.
This is brilliant! How long did it take you to come up with that?
10 minutes.
This chap, this bloke right here, 10 minutes, unbelievable. You're not that dastardly though. Oh, who cares? You're in good standings. Next up is Senor Roberts!
So here's what's what.
I have this competition thing in the bag. I have studied Mr. Bob to a T. You see, you could even say I am him. I'm that similar, even though I'm not actually him. See, I believe that the lethargic youths which populate this town need to learn the value of hard work. This reminds me of a story from my childhood. It was the summer of 1873 that is, and my family's crops were not growing right, so they told me to tend to the fields and be done by 5 p.m. But regrettably, I failed. I ended up finishing my task at 5:01. It was because of this that I was told to work harder by my father. In my wrath, I cussed at him. That's right. I said H-E double hockey sticks. Senor Robert Sr. told me that my mother would have to wash my mouth out with soap for my infraction. And it was here where I realized there was a big market for soap in order to wash out kids' mouths. So I bought all the soap in the state, and I started a business selling soap at double price. How did I get away with that, you ask? Well, it's simple. I claimed the soap was non-toxic, so it was perfect for washing out mouths. But I don't know what was in that soap. Cut to 1917. My factories were booming, but then they are shut down for supposed chemical poisoning. But the U.S. military wants to ban them in order to kill German soldiers. Remember, this was before chemical warfare was banned. So, okay, that's all I needed to hear. Oh, Spencer, fix the camera. Fix the camera, Spencer. That's better. Now, Senor Robert, you're basically just a rehash of Mr. Bob. I need a newer type of character. So, the winner of the grand prize of becoming the new Mr. Bob, which I have just remembered I am completely incapable of enforcing, is Newbie Nichols! Get over here, Newbie!
Yes, I won, yes!
This is ridiculous! I'm literally Mr. Bob! In a metaphorical sense, of course.
That sounds highly suspect.
Spencer, cut off this here broadcast. Cut it off.
Once more, the toothbrush philosopher. Why is the sky blue? Why am I asking why the sky is blue? Why am I asking whether or not I am being asked about if the sky is blue? Whoa. That's the question. That was deep. I'm like a toothbrush philosopher. But there's no such thing as a toothbrush philosopher. Well, there wasn't. I invented it. Do you think anyone else in the world has ever called themselves a toothbrush philosopher? I created something. I created it out of nothing. I am God. I am God. Go figure.
Have you or someone you know who been injured because of a pocket chair? Hi, I'm real lawyer Roy Shields, and I'm on the case of a class action lawsuit that has recently gained traction after people who bought a pocket chair, the chair that fits in your pocket, reported multiple injuries due to the face-upon full unfolding process and faulty chairs that can only withstand 1 pound of weight. Don't believe me? Because of my Columbian law degree? Valid. But I'm right this time. Check this out. The company knows about this. See the unused full take from their commercial.
Wow, the pocket chair really works.
Whoa! Ow! I'm suing Pocket Chair. I gotta call Roy Shields.
See, I'm right. If you want in on this lawsuit, call my number, 1-800-SHIELDS. Or, if you want to take this up with the company directly, call the primary shareholder of Sketchy Products at 1-800-SHIELDS. Wait, I'm suing myself?
These are the funnies. A normal family moving into Sketchy Town. Look, they have just reached their house and are unloading now. However, what they don't know is that Sketchy Town is no ordinary town.
Oh look, just moved in and got the morning news. I suppose I'll sit down and read this. Honey,
Yes, dear?
where are all the chairs?
I haven't gotten to unpacking furniture yet. I first have to unpack all the family photos.
Who cares about the family photos?
Gramp does. My Gramp.
Sugar dairy cob and fat-free cookies.
How come Grant gets a chair and I don't?
Special.
I bet I am.
You know what? I'll get a chair myself. Which box has the chairs again?
This one. I'll get it. Howdy, neighbor. Name's Ellie. Ellie Good. Oh, howdy. I'm Honey Funny. Well, that's a name that'll crack you up. Wink, wink. Wow, thanks. Hope I'm not being too brash, but do you have any kids? I've got one of my own, and I really think some company would do it. Oh, I have 2 boys. Sid, kid, come down here.
Die, aliens! Die!
I wish they would do something more than sit inside all day and play video games. Which Matthew would do. Anyways, I brought you the usual welcome to the neighborhood pie. It's goldfish.
Who was that?
Our new neighbor.
Where are the cookies she brought?
Oh, she didn't bring cookies. She brought pie.
Who brings a welcome pie?
Oh, I think we're going to have a wonderful time here.
Die, aliens! Die!
We have been together for a whole year, and things have been going really well. So I thought it would be time to take the next step. Vic Steele, will you marry me? I'm sorry, Vic Steele, but I can't accept the proposal. My heart belongs to someone else. Today is the day. I'm sure of it. Maybe it was the way he said it. I'm not sure. But I know Big Steel is going to propose to me. And who might you be? Name's Steel. Big Steel. What a coincidence. My name is also Big Steel. What? You wouldn't happen to be free, would you? Why do you ask? I was thinking you might fancy a walk in the park with me. Okay then, lead the way. I enjoyed that. Thanks. I'm sorry. I've got to do something. Big Steel, I'm sorry, but this relationship can't go on. But Big Steel, I love you, and I love someone else. Goodbye, Big Steel. Big Steel, I love you. Big Steel. Big Steel, where are you? You want your true love? Come and get it. Well, don't worry, Big Steel. I'm coming. Big Steel!
You did well, Illuminati. Now Vic Steel shall fall into my trap, and I shall have you there.
Welcome to Table Talk. I'm your host, Johnny Table. Today, we have Toothbrush Philosopher. Toothbrush Philosopher, can you tell us a bit about what you are promoting?
If you think about it, what is promoting except a fancy way of saying selling?
Well, that can be a synonym.
Ha, I kid. I'm here to promote my very own CD. I am a toothbrush philosopher. It includes 50 minutes of mind-blowing realizations, all of which that I initially concocted by brushing my teeth. We also have it in vinyl as well.
So, TP. Can I call you TP?
Well, it does stand for toilet paper.
Sorry, chap, I'm not sure I follow.
So, you don't wipe?
What? Of course. Oh, you must mean bog roll. In my home across the pond, that's what they call it.
Oh, phew.
So anyways, TP, I've been loving your shorts in this episode, but in your last short, upon deciding your name, you declared, I am God. What do you have to say about that, TP?
Well, I meant it in a sort of metaphorical sense, sort of like I control my own destiny.
Blimey. You know what, mate? Metaphorical? This chap right here, at this very moment, having the big brain moments right now, and did you say you control your own destiny? That's like what that guardian angel bloke said last season on my show. What was his name? Alan? Adam? Aristotle? Alejandro?
Alejandro sounds right.
Okay, thank you, TP. Now, I have been dying to hear one of your brilliant thoughts.
I'm sorry, Giant Table, but I can't do that.
What? You can't do the thing that you've been named for? Why, I'm a bit peeved.
You misunderstand me. I can only have genius thoughts when I'm brushing my teeth. So, I just can't right now.
Someone get this man a toothbrush!
No, it's fine. Oh, where did this come from? Thank you, Johnny Tay. You know how they give every apple a label when they ship it out to the supermarkets? Well, certain labels make the apple more expensive. That's sort of like how our upbringings give us a separation in what opportunities we have.
Incredible! I would never have thought of using fruit to signify that I am gobsmacked, TP.
Now, I thought we talked about not calling me that.
What? TP? I'm sure it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, it sounds just like...
What, are you talking about bog roll again?
Well, toilet paper, but...
Hey, how about this? Let's table this discussion.
Fine.
You know, with how much you brush your teeth, dentists must love you.
They actually hate me.
What? You have to be joking. How could this be?
Well, my last dentist, Dr. Moeller, said I gave him an existential crisis. So make of that what you will.
Speaking of dentistry, I also heard you're selling your own toothbrush. I believe there's an ad for it too. Spencer, can we see that?
Why is the sky blue?
Ever wondered how the toothbrush philosopher came up with realizations as deep as this? Well, it's all thanks to his official Philosopher's Brush. Watch what happens when you use one.
2 + 4 is 4. Go figure.
Unbelievable showing, TP! How do I get my hands on one of those? I need it in my mouth right now.
Hey, Johnny Table, see this chair? Anything interesting about it?
Not that I can come up with.
Well, if you observe it closely, you'll see that this chair has a few rips on it. Clear signs of not only wear, but tear as well.
You can't be serious.
But there's more. This chair is not a chair, but it is a relic that represents the order of time. It wears all of us down, yet without it, we would have nothing.
Amazing, TP. I thought you were done, but then you went even further. That chair really is representative of how time rules us all. You really are a toothbrush philosopher.
'Twas nothing.
Oh, you know, I have another question for you. We just saw that ad in the other shorts too. You looked completely different from how you look now. What's that about?
You know what, Johnny Table?
What is it, TP?
I'm gonna go out there.
Go out where?
Go out there.
And what?
I'm just gonna say it.
Are you serious?
That's right, Johnny Table. I'm just going to say it.
You're gonna say it.
I'm going to say it. The reason I looked different earlier in the show is because at the time I was being played by a different actor. You see the show, a little sketchy, that we were all a part of? We aren't TV personalities or interviewed guests. We are characters who are played by the same set, about a half dozen actors. Why do you think you look just like Vic Steele or Mr. Bob?
That's ridiculous, TP. You should start a stand-up career or something. First of all, I look nothing like Vic Steele. He's way more attractive. And the big thing here, there's no way we're characters on a TV show.
Suit yourself.
Indeed, I will. Now, that's actually all the time I have for this program. Enjoy the rest of the show! Spencer, play the next sketch.
Hey, Chester, did you hear about NASA's new project?
Golly gee, William, I don't think I have.
Look what we got here.
Oh snap! It's the bully!
Shut up, Pipsqueak.
We're not listening to you.
Oh yeah, nerd? Well, guess what? You're lame.
No!
Ah, ta-ta, nerds. Bye.
I hate bullies.
But how can we get back at them?
If only there were someone here who could help us.
Don't worry, kids.
Ah! Wait, William, why aren't you screaming?
I've been erased from existence by the embodiment of language, and I've been kidnapped by aliens twice. Not just once, twice. And they erased my mind both times. Do you know how annoying that is? I learned the secrets of life. This is literally just my life now.
Howdy, I'm Aiden the Guardian Angel, and it seems that you are having some trouble with bullies. I'm gonna teach you how to fight back against bullies. Hit it! If you're being bullied, which isn't cool, you have to show your bully real cool. If they pick on you, you've gotta fight back. So hit them with your verbal attack. Oh snap!
Oh snap!
Bully them back.
Bully them back.
Wait, so you want us to bully the bully?
Doesn't that make us even worse?
That's called giving a bully a taste of their own medicine. Now go, I know you can do this.
Well, let's hope we won't have to worry about bullies for a long...
Hey nerds, I thought it was time for round 2. And Chester, you're ugly.
I'm weak. How could you say such a thing?
Oh snap, it seems like you have deep criminal insecurity that you're taking on others to feel the power of that's lacking in your own life.
Ha! Next time you try to insult me, be more concise. I didn't understand any of that. And by the way, I'm not insecure. I'm just a jerk. Weirdo.
You're so mean. Anti-bullying advice got us nowhere. We're done for, Chester. It was good knowing you.
No, Nillium, I'm not giving up.
Oh, look at the little babies crying.
Oh snap! You look like a man nerd with a bad bow tie, so I've got hidden face guitar.
Whatever, I still don't care. You're still dumb nerds.
Oh snap! Someone better call the idiot police, because I found the biggest idiot in all of Sketchy Town.
Don't call me that, you nerd.
Oh snap! You look like a who and when you get home you all day. So chew on that next time you think of bullying us.
Chester, you might have taken it a bit too far. Just kidding, that was incredible.
Oh yeah!
I hope you enjoyed this live production of A
Little
Sketchy! Guys, do we have anything else to say about how the show went? What do you think, Miss Rur?
Why me? Ask him.
What do you think, Danny?
Don't play Fortnite, it's a bad game.
What do you think, Anders?
Ask Jackson.
We should rehearse
What do you
this
think?
more. We should rehearse this.
We rehearsed
Wow.
it so much.
Looks
No, I
like
didn't.
this is Jackson.
Understatement of the century.
That's Jackson.
We rehearsed
Hi,
this for
Jackson.
like 6 hours.
Jackson, since you're Jackson, you want to
Yeah.
close off the show?
Now hold on a second.
Yeah.
I have wanted to close off the show for so long, and you've
Actually-
never let
actually,
me.
This
I'm
is
Jackson.
Jackson. Oh, you're
Wait,
Jackson?
I'm Jackson.
Now hold on a second. Anders is most definitely not Jackson.
Well, if you want to close off the show,
Wait,
are
if
you
I'm not Jackson,
no.
then you must be Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Close
This
off the
kid
show,
is penciled
Jackson.
Jackson.
So I'm Jackson?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I am. Now, this seems like the perfect time to close off another episode of
A Little Sketchy.